What's up guys, I'm Ben from AuthenTech, and today's video is super interesting. We're going to be comparing the current top of the line robot vacs in the industry right now. I'm talking about the Neato Robotics D7 versus the iRobot Roomba I7 Plus. First, I want to cover all the unique features and benefits of each model, and then at the end we'll cover the pros and cons, the major differences between the two. Let's dive right in and check them out. First, massive shout out to both Neato and iRobot for sending me the review units. Let's start with the D7 from Neato. In the box includes the D7 bot vac, charging base, extra filters, cleaning tool, and a 2-meter magnetic boundary marker. The D7 has a D-shaped design, which is quite unique compared to other robot vacs out there. The main idea is so that it can get straight into corners better, which is clever in my opinion. Another feature I really appreciate and wish more robot vacs would adopt is that massive size of that main brush underneath. It's 11 inches, I believe. It spans almost the entire width of the whole unit, and this simply makes sense, right? It's more efficient. Just like a normal vacuum, the less time's needed to go back and forth, there's wider coverage area, and it's great to have. On a small note, I wish that little side brush was a bit larger. It seems just so tiny, especially compared to competing models. And then there's been times that a larger side brush would have caught a few things that it scooted past. The overall design of the D7 looks sharp and nice. To empty the dirt bin is easy and straightforward, and that bin can hold quite a bit of dirt and debris. I also appreciate the built-in carrying handle. It makes it easy for carrying around when you need to manually relocate. On the sides and bottom are tons of sensors, and up top is LiDAR, or what Neato calls their laser smart technology. It scans and maps your entire house, creating a floor plan for the robot vac to follow. This allows intelligent navigation and creates those beautiful straight lines in the carpet, which is always a favorite of mine. Another major benefit of the laser, it allows the vac to run in the dark, so entering rooms that are dimly lit or even running late at night or early morning, this won't affect the laser navigation at all. Now I'm getting a little ahead of myself. To set up is fast and easy. You download their app, create an account, connect the bot vac to your home Wi-Fi, and that's basically it. It features over-the-air firmware updates, seamless and painless. The app is slick and clean. There's just a few small but nice touches I appreciate, like tap the battery gives you exact percentage plus time remaining to fully charge. They say the battery life can last up to 2 hours on a full charge. You can view a cleaning summary where the vac's cleaned on your floor plan, plus detailed and historical data of cleaning time, area cleaned, etc. Under cleaning options, you can select full house, spot, or manual. Also choose eco or turbo mode with extra care available as well. You can schedule cleaning days and times. My very first impressions, the bot vac is not very loud at all. I could be on a phone call with the vac cleaning in the room, no problem. The suction and cleaning power also seem very nice and sufficient. When you first set up, the D7 needs to complete a full cleaning run and then return to base, and then you save your created floor plan. Then comes one of my top favorite features of the D7, and that's what they call no-go lines. They're basically invisible barriers or lines drawn on your floor plan to prevent the robot from entering that room or area. This is perfect for creating digital boundaries around those shag rugs or cords on the ground, areas you don't want the vac to go. Adding these no-go lines on the floor plan is easy and straightforward, a very helpful feature to have. Another cool one, you can add multiple floor plans as well, perfect for multi-level homes. With a recent update, they added a quick boost feature, which means if the bot vac runs low on power mid-cleaning, it'll return to the charging base, get the right amount of charge needed to resume that cleaning job to finish the job fast. Very clever. Okay, so no product is perfect. Here's a couple hiccups I found. One small issue I had with map creation is having to run a full, complete, thorough job run in order for that map to be created. This took me a couple of tries, as one time it got hung up on a shag rug and messed up the map, or a doorway was accidentally closed mid-cleaning. A feature request I'd love to see: allow me to remotely drive the bot vac around my house. Using my phone as the remote, it'll bounce that laser all around, let me watch that map being generated in real time, and then bam, easy peasy, it's done. Seems way faster in my opinion. Another issue I ran into: once your map is created, it's currently a difficult task if you move that base station. For example, we just got our Christmas tree, so I needed to move the base station over a little bit. Well, I first tried a perpendicular wall, approximately 8 feet away, no go. When it goes out to clean, it stays frozen mid-spot like a lost puppy. I then tried to move it back to almost where it originally was, about 3 feet away, right next to the Christmas tree, but unfortunately still no good, could not proceed. In the app it says no floor plan match is found, so unfortunately my only options are to cancel the cleaning, create a new floor plan, or clean without no-go lines. I feel like I should be able to just set the new base station location on the current map, or it should be able to automatically figure this all out. That laser system is measuring all around, right? Fortunately, almost all of these items could be fixed with a future software update. One big upcoming feature on the Neato is called zone cleaning. The feature isn't available just yet for me right now, but it should be coming this fall 2018. We'll be able to draw zones on our map, name them, and then we can target those specific areas. Hopefully we can set custom schedules per specific zones as well. That'd be awesome. Okay, so let's jump over to the Roomba i7 Plus. This is iRobot's latest and greatest, and not to worry, it has some awesome, unique features of its own. First, starting with a quick unboxing, inside is the i7 robot vac, one clean base automatic dirt disposal, 2 dirt bags, virtual wall barrier, 1 extra filter, and 1 spare side brush. Design is always super premium and top quality with the Roomba series. They have a built-in carrying handle as well, which is convenient, a few capacitive touch buttons on top. Their app and setup is all very similar. You basically connect the Roomba to your home Wi-Fi, fast and easy. Also in the app, you can select auto 1 or 2 pass for deep cleaning, job history with analytics and maps. Speaking of maps, unlike the LiDAR system, iRobot has decided to stick it out with their patented iAdapt navigation and V-Slam technology. By combining an assortment of sensor data like wheel movement, optical floor sensor, and the camera on top, which is looking for landmarks and patterns, not taking pictures like some people think, it paints it all together to create a virtual floor plan. Okay, so the i7 mapping process is slightly different as well. You send the Roomba out to clean your home, and as they say, after 2 to 5 cleaning runs, your smart map will be auto-generated. So as I sent mine out, I could see the percentage grow with each run, which is pretty clever. They also suggest to run the Roomba at different times of the day so it can learn those visual landmarks in different lighting conditions. And this reveals one small negative of the V-Slam technology: Roomba can't see in total darkness. I know it's not a large percentage of people, but if you're one of the few who like to run the Roomba in the middle of the night, it might have some trouble visually mapping out your house in the pitch black. Just keep this in mind. On a positive note of the Roomba nav system, they say if you pick it up or drop it off on any floor, it'll figure out where it's at. On the i7, they say you can save up to 10 different floor plans, which seems more than enough. Interestingly, I believe the laser systems have a more difficult time with this specific task, like I just mentioned. If we're moving that base station around, it sort of breaks the map, though it all seems software based, right? Either way, there are pros and cons of each nav system. Okay, so back to the features and benefits. One of my favorites and the most obvious feature of the i7 Plus is that automatic dirt disposal and charging station. So the Roomba climbs up the station, not only to recharge, but then with a massive suction, sounds like an awesome jet engine, it sucks up all the dirt and dust and nasty debris straight out of the Roomba and right into a disposable bag that holds up to 30 bins of junk. So for quick math, let's say you have a Roomba automatically run twice every week. That's going to last you about 15 weeks or over 3 months for one bag. That's pretty good. On the underside of the i7 is probably my favorite roller system. They use these 2 rubber brushes designed to stay in constant contact with the floor, from hard floors to carpets, picking up dust, dirt, even hair, and then always staying tangle free. Those other brush rollers always seem to tangle up over time with hair and strings, which is just gross to clean out. Now yes, if you choose to manually empty the dirt bin on the i7 Roomba, you can just press the eject button to pull it out, empty, clean the filter, or whatever. I have to say though, the freedom and efficiency of that automatic emptying bin system is just amazing. I can set the schedule and forget it. It'll automatically clean my house, auto empty the dirt bin. All I need to do every few months is effortlessly pull out that bag of debris, which conveniently closes down when you pull it out. Great attention to detail. You toss in the trash and insert a new bag. One small, and I mean very small, bummer of that auto emptying base station, well, you don't get that satisfaction of seeing exactly how much the robot vac just cleaned up on its last run. Again, not really a negative, it's just sometimes fun to see how much junk that robot actually picks up on a cleaning. Often it's a lot more than you think. The Roomba i7 cleans up very well, good strong suction, again not too loud, which is nice, and has a slightly larger side brush for edge sweeping. Onto my other favorite feature of the i7 is room by room tagging, navigation, and cleaning. With voice control, Alexa or Google Assistant, scheduling, or through app control, I can tell the Roomba to go clean just the kitchen area, and bam, that's it. So here's how it's fleshed out. Once your smart map is created, we're able to label and create sections to areas and rooms. Then we hit clean, choose specific rooms or the whole house, and hit go. And that's why it's so awesome, because how often is my formal dining room or maybe my extra guest bedroom actually really dirty and needs a cleaning? Well, not every single time the Roomba goes out for a clean. That's just a waste of time and energy. So under scheduling, I can say every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, go out and clean just these higher traffic areas and rooms that really need the cleaning. Then add a second schedule every single night, right at 8 p.m. Go clean the kitchen, as it'll probably be a bit messy from cooking and eating dinner. The ideas are pretty endless, and I really enjoy this clean by room feature. Now, unfortunately, the Roomba isn't perfect either, and here's a few wishlist items I found. On both the Roomba and Neato, there's no real-time mapping or path generation in the app. This was found on my MiVac that I reviewed previously. Make sure you check it out in case you missed it. And it's a slightly bigger deal than you might think. To pull up a real-time location tracking of your robot vac, to see where in the house it's already cleaned, or see where it has to go. Maybe it's missed an area or an object it's struggled to navigate around, or it's cleans just enough of the house so we can send it back home. These are just a few small examples of why I miss real-time map tracking, and I'd really like to see the software feature come to both Neato and Roomba. It's definitely not a deal breaker for either model, just something I've really missed coming from the MiVac. Thankfully, this is all software based, so hopefully we can see it in a future update. Another small negative, the Roomba does not yet have those no-go zones or in-app virtual barriers like the Neato. Technically, I found when you edit the floor plan, I could create a zone or section of a room like this area right here. It's a thick shag rug that hangs up the Roomba sometimes, so instead of no-go lines, I call that zone rug and then simply tell the Roomba to never clean that area, so it's kind of like a workaround. I also hear these no-go areas might be pushed out in a future update for that Roomba, so stay tuned. Okay, so those are just some of the key unique features and benefits, pros and cons of each robot vac. On one hand, I really like the Neato's super wide cleaning head, those no-go lines. That upcoming zone cleaning feature is going to be awesome. It too has voice and smart home control through Alexa and Google Assistant. It uses laser tech for mapping and navigating all around for all lighting conditions. On the other hand, the Roomba has those dual rubber brushes that never tangle. That auto emptying base station is super convenient and awesome to have. On the Neato and other robot vacs out there, I always hate having to pull out that dustbin, manually shake all that dust and dirt into the garbage can. Particles are flying up everywhere. It's pretty disgusting and somewhat of a hassle, as I always forget to do it. I like their room by room mapping technology and voice control to say, Google, go clean the kitchen, and it sends the vac right there. It feels a little futuristic. Coming down to price, well, it's always fluctuating, so keep that in mind. The Neato is currently on sale. It might be a Cyber Monday deal, $600, which kind of seems like a steal, though it's normally around $800. The Roomba is quite a bit more, up at $950, but that's the i7 Plus. If you don't want or need that clean base station that auto empties the dustbin, well, you could get just the i7 with all its other smart features for $700. So what do you guys think? Which one do you prefer and why? I'd love to hear your thoughts down in the comments. And if you're new around here, consider subscribing and ringing the bell to stay up to date on all my future tech videos. Until next time, let's live AuthenTech.